Check.
Well, hello. It is Wednesday, and you are here with Now Not Later podcast with your girl Serena
and Sabrina.
As you guys can see, we have a guest, Mr. Jarvis,
aka
Flu, aka your favorite rapper,
aka the man of the hour.
All of that.
Today, guys, we are talking about good father figures, good men in general, and why women look over good men, and what is the reason behind that. So y'all guys tune in, and we'll be right to it.
I got him nervous.
Y'all, it's Wednesday. How are y'all feeling? Are y'all tapped in here? Like, y'all, hello? Is anybody there?
Hello.
Hello.
Where's my people? I better see y'all. Hold on. Let me make sure.
I need y'all to tap in.
Yes, we got a special guest. Yes, like
Sabrina,
come on.
how you feeling?
You know what?
Y'all know what she say every show.
No, I'm not as sad.
Okay, good. You are.
I'm not as sad.
Why you sad?
Wait now.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead. Finish.
I'm not as because I don't have in-house dick right now. That's why.
So you little sad.
Yeah. That's why I say I'm not that much sad, but yeah, like I'm better today.
Yeah, I know she say she fucked up every time she come on the show.
But I'm
She's
not,
either pissed, sad, or everything.
Yeah, tonight is going to be a great night.
How are you feeling?
I feel great, man. Life is happening. It's good. I'm living. I can't complain. Yeah. Life is great.
Well, I guess let's start. Okay, first, let's tell them about you. What's your name? What do you do? What you got going on? Fill us in.
My name is Jarvis, but my rap name is Flu. I'm East Side. We already know what that is. You know what I'm saying? I live East life, side, man.
San Antonio,
Champagne bottle life.
San Antonio. I know y'all over the world.
East Side, San Antonio, Texas. You know what I'm saying? And I just live for a living. You know what I'm saying? Champagne bottle life. I celebrate life every single day, like it's like I won something. So that's where I am in life. I'm just celebrating every day like it's a like treat every day like a celebration.
That's how it should be, though.
That's how it should be.
I agree.
We don't really get to that point until we feel like we accomplished something. If we just did that earlier and just lived and just...
You feel like you accomplished more that way?
Oh, yeah. I'm free. I'm more free. Yeah. I'm more doing what I want. I enjoy things more. It's just celebrating even small wins. I just celebrate life.
That's cool.
I have good people and good friends.
When do you feel like you started doing that? What made you start doing that?
I mean, I think some of it comes with success, like getting more successful, getting more financially stable. It's not about money, but it's just accomplishing like where you wanted to be.
Yeah,
like when you set a goal, like, damn, you know what?
I wasn't here a year ago.
Yeah, I was at a point where I had, gone through a divorce. I had to build things back up, and so I wanted to get a house. I wanted to make sure everything was situated, and once I got where I thought I wanted to be, like life just was taking off, like left and right, business, music, like life was just great.
Yeah,
so
coasting.
That's
cool. Yeah. I want to get there. I want to get to the point where I'm just celebrating every day.
Any small victory.
Even if you work a regular job, like I mean, sometimes it's hard to be in a space when you hate certain things you do. I guess if you hate your job, whatever the case may be, but like just
motherfucker,
just living. Like I enjoy my friends around me. All my friends around me I've known for over 20 years.
Right.
Life is good. My family is good. So I mean, shit.
Complain.
Things could always be worse. So ain't that I don't go through shit, but I'm always glass half full of that bitch and just.
That's cool. I had that conversation with somebody today, and he was just saying in the last 2 years he's just been really, really working on being the glass is half full and not half empty, and it works for me until it doesn't work for me, and then I'll find out what works for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I had that conversation today actually at work.
Oh,
so
wow.
I get that part because I want to be like that too. And I try to be. I really do. It's hard sometimes.
It is. Like your heart.
The world don't let you be that way all the time. The world keep throwing shit at you, but Like I tell my daughter all the time. My daughter about to graduate this year. Like I tell her I have a superpower, and that's just I really just don't give a fuck. I really don't give a fuck about a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that, like the things I care about, and the things I don't, I really don't. Like they really do not bother me. So. Like people's opinions,
like
you're
the serenity prayer, you know, the change what you can and
it's gonna be what it's gonna be.
Accept what you cannot. Yeah.
If people are not that important in my life, I don't really give their opinions and things that much energy, so it can't really affect me. You have to really be important in my life to make me
give a fuck.
It's like
life would be so smooth, but it's kind of hard.
It's hard to not
shit,
like
it is.
Yeah.
Life gonna happen.
So you mentioned rapping.
Yeah, man, I'm probably one of the coldest around. You know, I do all right from time to time.
Yeah. How long you been doing it?
I've been doing music for over 10 years plus. Started young, went to the military, lived life, had kids. Life was lifing, and then really locked in with my partner KG Slim Biggie, and really like started pushing stuff. Started learning like how to register music and not just be doing music for free. Building relationships and things like that. So networking and getting like my paperwork and stuff in order. So like being able to receive these things, like, damn, I was doing all this for free.
Second Baptist stand up.
Oh yeah, that's my partner. That's little Mike right there.
Hey Mike.
Second Baptist.
But you know, Second Baptist don't exist anymore. They tore them down, right?
No, they didn't. Don't do that.
They did tear it down.
They did not tear it down. If they repainted, they probably gonna tear it down because they're building a lot of shit next to it. But it's still holding. They didn't change the name. It's right across from the Starbucks.
I know
right
Second Baptist.
But
I heard they tore it down.
They probably going to, or maybe they building all that stuff next to it.
Starbucks is Second. Second Baptist.
Damn near. They used to be a field. We used to have to walk through that field.
Hey, I used to live.
Mike
in
said, "Chill on the bed."
My bad, Mike.
He said, "Don't do too much."
My bad, gang. My bad, gang.
She try to play us. She know it ain't tore down. She drove by.
My bad, gang. Don't shoot me.
Hey, that's some of the best times I had in my life. Some of the lessons I learned, the shit I just went through. Like I lived in Second Baptist. I grew up in East Terrace, and then. And I was born in East Terrace, and I grew up in the Second Baptist. But I spent like almost 17 years in Second Baptist.
Dang, so. You probably know probably some of my cousin.
Probably. I mean, listen, I spent.
San Antonio is small.
I was a hood child, like trial and error, learn from mistake. Like it was. I wasn't bad. It's just that. Like
just your atmosphere.
My atmosphere was what it was, and my mom.
Because he lived in Second Baptist.
East Terrace when it was East. I was younger at East Terrace, like 5 or 6. Yeah. But I mean, my mom, my family gave me values. I knew what was right from wrong. I knew that, but everything else was trial and error. Like nobody talked to me about sex, life, fighting, stealing, like anything. I just lived life.
Why do you feel like that's not talked about as a young adult, a young kid?
I think when we young, our parents can only teach us what they've been taught. So
so they probably didn't have that conversation.
Shit. We had a real middle age of where like our older people are a little older than us, and then our younger people are too young. So like our parents grew up. And then with my grandmother, like my mom, that's older time. So they damn sure probably wasn't taught like credit and things like that because they're older time. So when we're coming in, we came in right on the cusp of where we should know that stuff. But it was still more so about like family, like values. And so I wasn't taught much real life stuff. Everything I've learned I turned 18. I went and got my license, like just on the fly. Like I didn't have a bank account until I went into the military. Like everything I learned was on the fly.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, that's not cool, but it just shows you, like, just a lot of our, like, I feel like staying a child's place was like a big thing. So you weren't involved in adult conversations, even though at some age you gotta be involved in those conversations because you are gonna come across those situations. You know what I'm saying?
You weren't allowed to have an opinion. It was
you weren't.
Do what I say.
That's
You're
it.
Shut the
fuck up.
Do
what I said.
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't matter what questions you have. You ain't got no feelings. You ain't got no.
And then
opinion.
if you bring a new idea to them that's foreign, that was like.
Oh yeah, older people are stuck in their ways.
Hell yeah.
Yes,
ain't no change.
Ain't nobody doing that shit. Put that shit down. That ain't how you do
that
it.
don't work. Stuff like
nowadays,
that.
Nowadays, so like dealing with
Liz.
children and just things like that, like you have to like parent them differently. You just absolutely have to. It just
we got parents on.
Because
you
if
get your ass beat.
If you don't teach them, guess what?
Yeah,
their friend will,
their friend
or
will,
whatever
the
they
internet
see
will.
the
They have more
streets
access to
will.
things. The access that we have to things is just too crazy. So you have to have those conversations. You have to talk. What you seen in school? Wait, somebody was talking about vagina. Somebody was like, you have to. Like, kids can say anything. Like, you got questions about that. Like, you don't know. Like,
and you gotta literally like, okay, well, let me talk to you about that.
Yeah, what is this?
You know
what's
what I'm saying?
abortion?
This is what's
this?
real.
So you gotta have some conversations.
Now, but of course, now we living in a different time where kids have access to everything. So now we
keep up. You always
we
gotta
have
be
to.
bad to keep
I feel
up.
like we have to have these conversations with our kids once they start school.
Oh yeah,
no
for
feelings.
Sure.
What are you talking about? No feelings. Elaborate, Anthony.
If it's 5, 6, no feelings.
But no, I agree. I just feel like it's a different time.
So
now.
can I ask you, where did you get the name Flu?
This came from a time.
How you
frame,
spell it?
Just FLU.
Like
it's
the
really
flu, like
like
I'm sick.
Like sick, like bars, like sick. But I mean, it was more. It also was like acronym, like family, loyalty, and like unmatched is what kind of like the acronym of it. But it was still more in a time where like when we was growing up, like people had nicknames. We was watching like and1 mixtape. People just called themselves things, and so I was into sports and into a lot of shit. And so, you know, it kind of once I started doing music and I was really heavy on like punchlines and stuff like that. People would just be like, man, that's sick. That's sick. And so it just kind of just started going with it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
okay.
what's up.
That's cool. So I know you mentioned very, very briefly, but you said you were married at one point.
I was married for over like 10, 12 years on and off somewhere in that nature.
What happened?
It just didn't work. I mean, life happens. You know, you grow apart. I mean, obviously you have your things that go on, but I mean, life going to happen. I mean, eventually it just didn't work for its various reasons.
Yeah.
And you know, it really put me in a place to really like go get it. Like, you know what, fuck it. I'm back to square zero. Like, let's go.
When you're married for that long, like you have this best friend, this partner, how did it feel having to like literally
be upset for whatever reasons, whatever happened, or whatever the case may be? But I mean, eventually for me anyways, I see you get to a place of just like I'm about to prove everybody I'm going to get it. And so at that point, I just went and got it. I mean, you get so used to a certain lifestyle having people around, but when you change your mindset, it also has its pluses. You like, damn, like I really ain't gotta rely on nobody else's opinion no more. I ain't gotta be responsible for nobody's happy no more. And so it depends on how you run it.
Do you feel like, and that's another question, do you feel like you're responsible for your partner's happiness?
I think people make you responsible. I don't think you should be, but people make you responsible for their happy. Hey, what are you doing? Like, make me happy. I'm sad. Like, you gotta be okay with yourself first.
Yeah, and I believe that you have to be happy.
I may have an off day. I can't provide.
Perk up and
it's
be
like,
happy because you're sad.
Way different, but it's like a kid. You know how sometimes your kid, you like, they want to do something every day. It's like, man, you gonna have to sit your ass in the house someday. Like every day in a playground day. So it's like, in relationships, it's like, I can't make you happy every day. Like, it's like, I can't play with you every day. Like, you gotta do some things, occupy your time, set some goals. I could push you, but I can't just be totally responsible for you being happy.
Yeah,
I agree
and we know
that.
that.
There's so much pressure.
That's something that we in control of our own happiness.
So some of us do, right? Now, of course, you still want to feel that loving and at like the peace that you feel with your partner. But I do feel like women need
a man should make you happy. But he shouldn't be like, you shouldn't
should
give
add
anybody,
to your happiness.
You shouldn't give anybody that
like,
kind of
it's
power
an
to make
addition,
you happy.
Right. You shouldn't detect, how do you say, detect or whatever, how I feel. You know what I'm saying? I should still be happy whether you're here or you're not.
Yeah.
Now, you may be a bonus or a plus.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's an added bonus. Yeah. Like, hey, to my happiness.
That's anything. Every person should be just an addition to what you have.
She said, this ugly ass nigga.
That's how you know you like handsome, when you got friends that be like, you ugly.
Right. What up, D?
All right.
I'm ugly.
D, put us on your podcast, D.
I know, man.
So we can cuss.
Put us on Live at 5 so we can cut up.
But and you have kids. You said one is about to graduate. She oldest?
No, my oldest son is 23.
God damn.
It started early. Life was happening, but I mean, overall, I enjoy being a father. Like life is just, I enjoy life. I enjoy teaching them things. I enjoy teaching them differently. It's just, I mean,
how many boys, girls?
The boys.
And tell us ages.
Well, it's a little it's technicalities too.
Nah, ain't no day.
Like, we don't judge.
I got to
listen.
You got 2 23-year-olds.
Hell no.
Oh,
no. My oldest son's 23. Dayron's 21. And
don't
Jaylen's
spill shit
18.
on my jacket, nigga. You borrowing that man jacket.
Everybody a comedian now.
All right, no, focus.
21. My daughter just turned 18. My son is 14. London's 10. And so those are the...
Damn, he named 16 motherfucking kids, y'all.
No, he didn't.
Not 16.
I lost count after the third one. No, I'm just kidding. No. But that's what's up. And yeah, so how is it like, how was it being a young father?
Shit, you just grow up. You grow up together. Shit, you grow up, find things. You figure it out. Life happens. You just
what made you
out.
stay?
Stay where?
In your child's life.
Oh shit! Trust me, it was tough.
Right.
It was tough. When I first had kids, like I was young and she was older than me, so by far.
How old was she and how old were you?
She was a cougar cat.
Oh, I was 16, about to be 17 when I found she was pregnant. She was like 24.
That bitch going to jail.
She going to jail.
Oh,
who your baby mama? So
wait.
right now,
I didn't mean to call her the B word, but she going to jail.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Right,
Damn,
we saying she probably watching.
I didn't think
she'll
that.
be all right. That's life.
But wait, so how old is she now? Well, I can't do the math.
I can't.
Shit, I'm 40. She gotta be 40.
You was knocking down some old pussy back then.
I mean, are you trial and error? You young. You just figure it
Damn.
out.
Well,
You
you didn't
said
feel-
she gotta be 48.
Somewhere around there.
Oh, because that's right. You're fucking 40.
I'm 40. She
You
gotta
was
be,
molested. You want to talk about it?
I mean,
You was raped.
I
That
was
was sexual abuse.
No,
I had
it
had sex prior to that, so
Not
no,
with no
but not with
fucking
not with
adult.
adult.
I mean, it happens. It has.
Okay, wait.
How?
Like, how did y'all meet? Like, did
Don't
you
say
like
it was
take
your
out her
mama's
trash?
friend. She
Right.
need her ass
No.
beat.
My mama friend. It wasn't my mama friend.
Your auntie friend?
Nah, it was my brother's partner's girl. But they used to like fight on each other all the time. So I would like,
You would console her.
well, just not let them fight. Like, listen, y'all mama. Back then you protect more. She like, hey man, y'all can't be fighting in my motherfucking mama house. Like that shit ain't finna happen.
Yeah.
So you was like, here, I got some dick for you.
Nah, it wasn't even no sexual thing. I didn't think it was no sexual thing like that at first. It was more that, and then the conversation started happening, and then just being too grown.
Yeah.
It just was what it was.
She wrong for that shit.
She
took advantage of you.
What's her name and what's her date of birth?
I don't know if she
No,
took
I'm just
advantage.
kidding.
Did you go to
of me or not.
therapy?
Nah, that's the thing about things that we go through and seen
Right.
as kids.
I guess
We
it's
coulda-
different from men. Men is like, yeah, I done knocked this old.
Right.
Like, I'm over here
I mean,
knocking grown
it's all
ups
fun
down.
and games till you get responsibilities. So you like, well, shit, goddamn, like I have a baby now. Like I gotta take care of this fucking baby.
Yeah.
So, it's
But
all-
like, how was it? Okay. And I asked
You're
this
a
because
baby.
you were
yeah,
underage.
I was
like legally, that's
it
that's
was
like
a
that's
Texas.
situation.
in Texas. Like she,
In the U.S.
no offense. Like we just talking about this man, baby mama. She
I'm
probably
sorry,
watching
yeah.
the show.
She cool. I mean,
She
that's
knows
what
shit.
happened.
No, right?
That's what happened.
I wouldn't have said nothing. Like nigga, who your baby daddy? I don't know. I wouldn't have said a motherfucking thing.
It happened.
But like, did you come out? I mean, how like?
How did your mom feel?
Yes, like
It's like when
you had sex with somebody.
My mom really didn't know
With an
until
adult.
she really knew later. Like it was more like how
We not
girls
saying
hide
shit.
pregnant. I'm like shit. I mean,
I would have hit it
I
too.
was living life. I was not living life. I was about to graduate high school and shit like that. So I had shit to do. I didn't really have. It wasn't like I had to see my parents every day.
Yeah.
It wasn't like I'm not pregnant, so I'm not. You know, I could just go to school, come home, and it was.
Keep it
And then she
pushing.
didn't live with me. Couldn't obviously at that particular point in time.
Was
so,
this her first child?
Yeah, that was her first child.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, so she stayed where she lived, and so it wasn't like an everyday situation.
I
had to
wonder if
deal
she
with.
was embarrassed.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, her parents did her.
And not embarrassed because
Nah, yeah,
but embarrassed because
age.
like
I got pregnant
he
by
is
a
a
minor.
baby. I
don't know. I can't speak to
even
if she
talk
was
to-
embarrassed or not.
I need to talk
Are
to
y'all
her.
cool though now?
we've become cool now.
I need to talk to her because I need
bring
to
her on the show. We want her on the show
because I feel bad talking to anybody at
right. Me too.
25.
Listen,
I'm like, man, I can't do nothing with
this
you.
is older times too.
I know.
We ain't that old. That wasn't that long ago.
But it's more so the times where it's like a lot of stuff is more aware now. People are more aware of
because now it's like
and who you with and
sex
how
offender,
sex offenders,
that's like some registered
like
sex
everything is
shit.
way more aware now. To where back then, I mean, it ain't everybody recording shit, doing shit, taking shit.
You was fast. You was acting grown.
I mean, I had sex early, so I mean, I was. I probably had sex. I was 13, probably. I think.
Yeah.
12, 13. I mean, you don't have no God. I ain't no judgment.
12.
18.
There's no like rules to any of it. It's just you just like
experiences.
My mom worked a lot. She gone. And so at that particular point, I'm like 12, 13. You got peer pressure. And my brothers and them. I think it was some girls over. And the girls.
They're older? Your brother?
My older brother. He older than me at that time.
Okay.
I mean, he's older than me, period. Yeah. But he's older than me. And it was a girl like, she was like 16 or 15. I was 12. And they like, would you do it? And she like, I would if you wanted to. So now it's on me. Say like, you scared.
And of course you're not going to be like,
nah, I'm good. I'm like, chill. Stop listening to them. Just chill. She like, nah, do it if you wanted to. So now they like, you scared. You scared.
Wet in San Antonio, Texas.
We 10 SATX.
So it just happened. That's the first time. Then
pull him some more.
Then it just
matter of fact, where y'all shot at?
Girl, you better shot that shit up your ass, because I'm not.
No, they so fucking
Tell them what it is.
They got some
mezcal. Y'all, it's some mezcal.
It's 80 proof.
It's
they
80
got tequila
proof.
with a snake in it.
55% alcohol concentrated, I believe it
They got tequila with a snake.
Deadly.
I finished it.
Liquid death.
It wasn't the
she
best.
Had ice too, so
I did dilute
No,
it.
but that's what's up. I think we all had a story. I had a story, but I didn't give up my coochie till I was like I said, my goal was to lose my virginity. Listen, if my mom fucking job and she worked, I probably would have been getting some dick back then. But I couldn't do no fucking
nights at hotels.
My mom
she
too.
Worked like she used to clean hotels and houses and things like that. So yeah, out as long as we be back before she get back in. Like
see,
she ain't had no car,
and she would take her truck and leave for the night, and then like come back. She would go to work at 10 p.m.
Yeah, so I grew up with the stay-at-home mom, and my dad works, but he was home by like 6.
It depends.
I couldn't do nothing.
So
it's like.
We was too, but it was just different.
Hide and go get it.
All these
I played hide and go get it.
Playing house. That's the old word.
I used to be scared of playing hide and go get it.
Manish. That's funny.
Yeah, but it was just I was trying to hold out as long as I can. I did until I was almost 18.
I would prefer lucky early, but could have had a child by far early. Like I was so naive at one point when and like she was like, I gotta go to the hospital. I gotta go to the doctor and get a checkup next week thanks to you. I didn't know what she was talking about. I was like, huh. And then so she's like, you got lucky, like, and she's still. And then later, I figured out that she thought she was pregnant. I was like, "What the fuck?" Like,
oh my god! Oh, you
you
wasn't using them little colorful condoms back then. That look like candy.
What are they called?
I don't know.
There we go. I'm like,
we didn't like not like we in the 80s. We didn't have no shit like I couldn't have no. You gotta beat the shit out of you. Like, fuck, you got a condom for? Like, which, like,
fuck you doing?
They didn't give them out free at Sam Houston.
Nah, not like that. Not that I know. I wasn't fucking like that at school.
I didn't stay there long enough anyway.
Yeah, no, I don't think we had no access to that like that. So it wasn't like we could just get like that shit like that. So,
but now by you going through those experiences, we going through technical difficulties.
We are fine.
Oh, can they still hear us?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but by you going through those experiences, did that mold you to become the man that you are today?
Yeah, I think all of it does. I think everything you go through makes you be into that. Like, as much as I could change or do differently, like life just happened. I figured shit out.
Right.
I learned how to not give. Like when I grew up, my uncles and like my family was fucking tough. Like they, shut up. Hey, they say slurs and all that stuff that you couldn't say.
Did you have your dad in your life?
Hell no.
Okay.
My daddy wasn't around. I stayed at my grandma's the majority of the time. Like it wasn't that. You start crying at my grandma's house. Somebody gonna push him. My uncle pushing him. Man, shut up. You crying like a little girl. You acting like a little hoe. Like you be 5 years old. My uncle be like, you acting like a little hoe. I'm like,
Damn. What is a hoe?
So Titus said at 16, 17, having sex with older women was normal. That wouldn't fly today, different times, yeah.
Oh, by far. And then
of
it's
course,
even
we know
reversal roles. Like when that stuff happened,
we know R. Kelly.